Here with Christian Propp, who is Goalie Training Pro All-Star for this month. Congratulations, Christian.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So I'm going to send you some swag, but you're at one of our Turning Pro coaching camps, and I'm at a little bit of a loss to find some cool swag to send you because you pretty much have every single really cool piece of swag. but I will find something. Don't worry. Tell us where you play.
Currently, right now, I play for the North Bay Battalion in the Ontario Hockey League. It's my first season with them. I was originally in Barrie in the OHL before I got traded. So next year, I'm going on my third season in the OHL, and I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember back, but you were a walk-on, or like you were undrafted, were you not?
No, I was a fifth round pick to Barrie, and then originally they told me that go find a midget team. Like there's no chance you're gonna make our team. Pretty much, that's what they said. And then I ended up having a really good camp, and they were kind of forced to sign me. And then I kind of had a cup of coffee with them my 16-year-old year. So I was playing kind of flip-flopping back and forth between junior B in Guelph and then up with the big team in Barrie. So that was a pretty exciting year to kind of get my first legitimate taste of junior hockey. And that year there was, I think, 9 guys who were drafted or signed in the NHL on that team. So it was quite the eye-opener of showing like how much work and how much improvement I needed to do to be a successful player.
Yeah, and I remember. I think it was, yeah, you were just a teenager, and so your dad and I would correspond a bit, and I think that was it. That you kind of had done the ultimate goalie training the summer before, and were really diligent with it. And he'd kind of sent me an email just to say, hey, this, and I mean, not on me, on you. That he works so hard and diligently that you made this opportunity for yourself, which is really, really cool. I guess that brings me to another point, because we've been working together the last few summers privately, and it's typical, and even on those teams, sometimes it's a little bit of a meathead mentality, and we've never had to fight about it, but I know inside there's a meathead there. How did you find the switch from kind of going to that, what you kind of want to do, to a little bit more of a goalie specific program?
Well, I know, like, especially, like, my rookie year, like, being a rookie on any team, really, especially in junior hockey, is if you kind of go off the beaten path, guys kind of like to give you heck about it. So it was real tough my first year because, like, all the guys would do is just sit in front of the mirror with no shirt on and try and relive Pumping Iron, like the documentary from the 70s. So
Totally.
It's tough. I kind of had to take some chirps, kind of have to get bugged by some of the veteran guys the first year. But the thing is, I found is if I was having success on the ice and what I was doing in the gym was working, guys would leave me alone, So I think it was hard to go off the kind of do my own goalie specific thing. But I think the guys who understood, and then the guys who were kind of still hesitant about me doing it, like the results they seen on the ice, they're like, yeah, like just do your own thing. So it's worked out good, and now that I'm an older guy in the league, like I have that respect with my teammates and my strength coaches. I've tried to work diligently with them, so like everyone now is on the same page. But at the beginning, it's certainly tough, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, still, like, you still lift heavy, you still do, like, your trap bar deadlifts and your front squats, and you get strong, but yeah, it's some of the other things are a little bit, I suppose those guys just look at you and think, oh, God, a goalie,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah.
You recently were at the Penguins development camp, which sounds like, we talked about it last week during your coaching call, it sounds like it was phenomenal. We won't sort of rehash the whole thing, but, what were the big... the big things, the big differences you noticed? Because again, it's just like when you were that 16-year-old going to your first OHL camp, and it's one of the things I try to, talk to, younger guys about, because they're like, oh, it's so hard and this happened and that happened. It's like, it only gets harder, so now you've had a glimpse into that NHL world. What did you notice?
Well, I think the thing that really helped me out was development camps aren't really like make or break. Like if you go in and you're not the best, like it's not like, hey, see you never. Like it was, the whole basis of the camp was to come in, work your bag off, and learn. So I was absolutely shocked at like the level of coaching and the level of detail. Like there's coaches for everything, and we started our days at like, we go like 5:30 in the morning till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd say probably every half hour was accounted for. So I'd probably say like the level of detail and the resources that are available to players it was mind-blowing. And the thing that it showed me is if I come in, I show that I have the commitment, the hard work, and the willingness to learn, that I have every resource available to me. So I went in that week and tried to ask as many questions as I could. Like I was talking with the team chef about meals, like strength coaches, development coaches, and just try and soak in as much as I can in that week, and stuff that I learned there, I'm trying to implement into my daily life as well today.
Yeah, so, really developing those pro habits now, I think some people think, well, like, I don't need to do that now. Like, it's not like I play in the NHL, but it's like, yeah, develop those habits now so you have the tools in your toolbox.
Yeah, exactly. And I find that the guys that kind of have that attitude, it's once when, like, if they're fortunate enough to get to that level, that's the guys where they go, oh my God, like, this is such a grind. Like, I hate this. Like, it's awful. It's no fun. Where it's like, if you kind of learn to have that pro mindset, like, put the work boots on every day and get the job done, I feel like I've learned to have more fun with that approach, like learning to work hard, learning to love the grind. So I feel like for any young athlete that wants to try and make that jump to the next level, if you can start developing those habits at a younger age, it's just going to make the transition a little bit easier.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's beautiful. I guess there's still days though are there still days when you're just kind of like, I'm not feeling it today. And I guess the question in there is, then what do you do to kind of, and I hate to use the word motivate yourself, but what do you do to kind of pull your boots up and, put those boots on and get to work?
Well, I think every athlete, like regardless of the sport, they still definitely have quite a few of those days where it's just like, you don't want to roll out of bed. And I think for me, it's just like, what helps me motivate me and want me to put in the work that day is the goals that I have set out and what I try to achieve. And I think I just think about all that stuff a lot, and I think that's what helps kind of give me that extra kick in the pants to go out and get it. Because there's some days where it's like you gotta go do a sprinting workout in the pouring rain, or like you're on the ice 3 hours and had 2 lifts the day before, and it's you're exhausted, but it's you just kind of got to learn to just know what you want and know what you're doing like that day is going to help you down the road.
Yeah, I guess, it's not a decision like, oh, what am I going to do today? It's like, today I'm going to do what I need to do to get where I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. And I think kind of having that plan in place is so pivotal for me. I think that's what's helped me have so much success, is having that plan in place kind of gives me confidence through preparation, So if I put in the prep work through the summer, I know that I have the confidence that I put the work in to be successful during the year. And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned with junior hockey is, you put in the preparation, and that's where you're going to get the confidence. So I think that's, having a plan and having goals and having like a roadway, like I think that's essential to get where you want to be.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks so much, Christian, and congratulations again. It's always fun to work with you and chat with you and, look at your training progress. It's been really cool to sort of see the development and to see you making those steps. So thanks so much for joining me today and sharing some of your insights.
Awesome. Thanks, Maria. I appreciate it.